EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from SoFi. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Pistol here for Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And 3rd down coming up.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That one on target to Davis. He's got it. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. This drive will start on the ground. And he shows off a little footwork. Winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. To throw, it's Herbert. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. That caught by Davis. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Herbert to the air again. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Broncos will take over at their own 15.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
A run with Dobbins. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that ball intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr., just like his daddy did. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Throwing is Nix. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Nix now on 1st and 10. In trouble, and down he goes.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or a little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Nix. Taken in by Gesicki. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing, Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Now it's Dobbins.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points. This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
That's complete left side to Tony. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
A run on first and goal. And they are all over that on defense. Good search, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on third and goal, following that second down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
Nix from the gun on third down. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike. We say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Herbert to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They gained 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Charger first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing, Herbert. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one, and it'll bring up second down. On play action now, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Herbert to the air again. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. At their own 26-yard line. Mims sent in motion here. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
A ball deep for the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Herbert now on first down. That is brought in at the 10. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Johnston motioning over. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That is caught by the tight end. Will Dissly. Touchdown, L.A.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing now is Herbert. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Now an opening past the 30. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Broncos 7.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. First and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
At the 50-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Levante David doing his work on defense. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Open man is Davis. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10, it's 1st and goal. That is a big play for L.A. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here's Herbert. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
On third and goal, they'll run for it. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line.
A gain of 6 yards. Brings up fourth down and goal.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Has an opening, past the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Right back to him on first down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Another big-time run right here, Mike, and it's pretty clear for everyone to see what the plan is for this drive. It's to turn around and continue to feed the back, because right now, the defense has no answers to stop him.
They'll stay on the ground. Crazy. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. And that ball incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, but he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Tony, the man in motion. Now, a second down throw for Nix. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll be brought down. What will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. That is knocked away, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag in the backfield. That might be a late hit on the quarterback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now a handoff, running right. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2. Davis heading in motion. They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball?
A hit, and he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Open man is Tony. He's got it. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Now, on second and long. They'll drop to throw. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's a big one. This third down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
18 yards on the pickup there, and the Chargers have the first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A handoff here, up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Davis going in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. Stopping here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On second down, it's Nix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's the second time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. To throw is Nix. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.